Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here with another episode of Bob's and Angel's Seablock. And where are we at? We are at some solar power. It's all coming back to me now. To-do list, always in the way. All right. Well, before we begin, let's start with a couple of comments that I recorded. Well, someone else recorded on the previous episode. I just jotted it down. So, first of all, Tom Hollander has said there is a stray pipe above the bricks. Stray pipe above the bricks, and indeed there is. We will recover that. Look at that! What a waste! What a waste! And also, he mentioned that inserters with an angle have some kind of additional tick. Might take an additional tick to operate. So I'm going to test that theory. I'm going to test that theory and see. It's probably not the best way to test it. Let's set up another one like this. All right, yeah, this will do it. Okay, so we'll put in I don't know, a couple of these and a couple of these. So this one has no offset. We'll give this one an offset, and we'll see if they operate at the same time. All right, that was the question. Do they operate at the same time? So we'll turn them on. Maybe if I set that one up properly. All right, you back there, you back there. Okay. This one here needs to do that. All right, so this is just with an offset and no angle. Honestly, they seem to be exactly the same. We should get over the 100 if they're out by a tick. We should slowly see one veering away from the other, but as far as I can tell, that is pretty spot on. So let's rip these out and rip that out, and now let's try one that has a angle, and this is that's. I mean, yeah, this should go twice as fast because it has half a distance to travel. So I'm not sure if this is going to be the best representation of this, but we'll see how we go. So when that top one runs out, this one should still have 50 left, and this one had 48 left, if I was not mistaken. So this is not quite the double, but I think it's negligible in our instances. Having a quarter movement isn't actually twice as fast because that totally forgets about the frames where they're picking up and dropping off. But anyway, I think we're not going to worry about that. I don't think that's the reason for the weird kind of uneven inserting that we've had. I think that may be caused by something else. Anyway, Graham Aiken has mentioned that we should automate green circuits because we've got all of these basic electronic boards which don't really do much. Basic circuit board into a basic electronic board. There it is. And actually, look at that. I was mistaken. So I thought the basic electronic boards were used for some of the... hang on, I'm going to sneeze. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. I thought the basic electronic boards were used for some of the buildings, but they're not. Look at that. Maybe this is the Seablock change, but they're not used for anything. They're only used to make electronic circuits. So we should automate some electronic circuits rather than automating basic electronic boards, which makes absolute sense. And last but not least, power. Two things. So we had there was a plate slowdown that power wanted me to investigate, and it was here. This was totally stopped, and the reason for that was we were actually fully backed up on lead, so that's why this was stopped when I replaced this here. And then, if you remember, I grabbed some lead and I put it over here, I think it was, at some point, and we've also grabbed a bit of lead that I've put over here to make batteries. and that's why this is now flowing again. So while I look at it, we ran out of lead for the batteries, and so these batteries, they have been used, and I have crafted 40 large solar panels and 40 high capacity accumulators. And I've also checked the wiki. I have checked the wiki, which is a incredible source of information. The ratio for solar panels to accumulators, assuming a normal day-night cycle, which I had a look at the mod settings, there's nothing in here that's actually changing that, so I'm going to assume it's a normal day-night cycle. The formula is 70 times the output power of the solar panels divided by the energy storage of the accumulators. So with the normal 60 kilowatt panel and 5 megajoule accumulator, we get 70 by 60 over 5,000, because 5,000 megajoules, 5 megajoules is 5,000 kilojoules, and all that comes out at 0.84. Now we actually have we've got some different numbers which I didn't actually do the calculation for. I just recorded the formula. So we have 70 multiplied by our large solar panel has 107. So 70 times 107 divided by is this the one we're using? Yes, divided by 10,000, and that gives us 0.749. Pretty much exactly 4 to 3. So for every 4 large solar panels, we should put down 3 accumulators. So we've maxed out a little bit on accumulators. But where are we going to put all these? I don't know if we have really set out a good amount of land for this. And the other thing we don't have is power. We don't have substations. We do have medium electric poles, and if I look in here, we could get substations. They require red circuits though, so let's forget about that. The next level poles require brass and zinc. Brass plate, yeah. And we're not really ready for brass because that requires, what does brass require? Zinc and copper. Yeah, we'll probably give that a miss. So we are stuck with these power poles. Let's make a stack of them. Let's get a bit of handcrafting going. And how are we doing over here? 600. Okay, that is much less than I would have liked. The other place we're making landfill is somewhere over here. Yeah, over here. All right. So this is making landfill. We have another 600 over there. All right. We've got 1,300 greenery and 1,300 of that. Okay. Let's run out here. Let's run out here with some of this. Is this, yeah, okay. Let's put some solar down here. We'll put some solar down here. All right. We'll run down here to about here. This seems all right. I should have made that a bit wider. And in fact, what I should do is I should make a few of those as well. Okay. Now let's put down some solar panels, and let's pick a nice green. Is that the best green? Let's put them together, shall we? See which one we want. I think this one is the nicest looking. Maybe that first one. Maybe this one. All right. So let's have a look at. Oh, we've got I got my warning. Let's go fix that up before we run out of the important stuff. We don't want this to end up slowing down. So we gotta make sure we keep this going. We got a lot of charcoal. Let's not forget about that. I'm just going to grab as much as I can. Why am I not grabbing as much as I can? And let's see. We've got charcoal here. Put half in there. We've got charcoal over here. Let's put half in there. And we've got charcoal up here. It's not the best system. This is something I want to tidy up in the next few episodes, actually, before we move into the next level of production of plates. I want to fix that up. Okay. So we've got no, not those. We've got 4 of these. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4 to 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. That's not perfect, but I wonder if we have one of these in the middle. If we have one of these in the middle, we put some power accumulators like that, and then we put these, these like that. Why are they not working? Should be charging those accumulators. They should be charging because it's nighttime. Okay, yep, that makes sense. Now, if we were to copy that, unfortunately, that doesn't connect up, does it? It connects up this way. It does connect up this way. Is there a way that we can make it connect up? I don't think there is. Oh, it's just outside. What if this was offset? Okay, so we actually have a little bit of room to play with that way. That's not going to work, is it? I don't think we can do it with this. I don't think we can do it with these as easily as I would have liked. 1, 2, 3, and then 2. We need 4. We need 4. We need 4 to 3, and this is not going to do it. That's kind of the old school one. So I don't think we're going to get a nice pattern out of this. So that being the case, what if we were just to do a few of these rows, and in fact we're probably going to need to put a power pole in the middle, and then at the end we put a few of these. Was it 4 to 3? 4 to 3. Well, that's just not right, is it? It's just not right. 4 to 3 though would be if we put 6 in here. Oh, here we go. 6 in here like this, and then another 4. Okay, and then that is actually a good ratio, and then we just run these across like this. That one, we'll sort that out later. All right, now I need to get some of these big power poles, and we actually need to make this much smaller. Like this, make this wide enough to get us our big power poles back here. That's really not a good place to do it, but we'll do it anyway. We'll do it anyway because I'm too lazy to fix it at this point. There we go. And look at that, perfect. Okay, you are now producing a whopping 400 kilowatts. Yeah, it's nighttime. It's nighttime. All right, let's make the rest of these. Let's make this big enough, not small enough. All right, that is the full width of the thing. Let's run across here. We didn't make it wide enough. It wasn't wide enough. I thought it was. There we go. All right. No. Not that one. All right. And then do these match? Oh, they do. That's good. It's very good. It's very good. All right. So there, and unfortunately this one has to go there, but you know, them's the brakes. Oops. Player's in the way. Of course they are. All right. There we go. How are we doing? We've got 9 left. 9 left. All right, let's get this going again. And we'll do this one over here, plus one right there. All right. Gosh, I've just got to get these a little bit better. There we go. There we go. All right. And yes, it's not the most beautiful arrangement, but look, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. And then we can copy that off to the sides as necessary. All right. How are we doing now? Picking back up 4 megawatts. 4 megawatts. That's 10% of our production. It's really cost us quite a lot of electronic circuits. Now, what do we need to make electronic circuits? Basic electronic circuits and iron boards, of course. Basic electronics are solder, which is we need carbon for that. We need tin, copper, and carbon. We need wooden boards and copper. And what was solder? What was needed for solder? I thought it was one of these. Here it is. Just iron and copper. So what I'm thinking is we actually have, we have access to it all down here in the on the bus, but our production of copper of tin plate is pretty abysmal. It's pretty abysmal, isn't it? And we are starting to use a lot of that. It's because we're not actually up to 2K, because I've been using the stuff out of here, so it's kind of half is going in here and half is going on the bus. So of our tiny amount of production here, we're actually only getting half. And I really think that's probably a symbol of what we need to do. Probably a symbol of what we need to do. We need to fix this up. We need to fix this up. And the only way to do that is to spend a bit of landfill. And relocate. What I want to do, this is my plan. I want to relocate this stuff here down a bit. So down to about here. Then I can relocate all of these down as well. And then I can relocate all of I just want to try and make it a little bit neater. Which I think Power had the suggestion for something very similar quite a few episodes ago. So let's begin with the with this setup here. Well, we should begin by probably ripping out these kind of things. Feel like there's another one up here, isn't there? I don't know what I just ripped out then, but it's not good. Okay, yeah, well that's thankfully Control Z allows us to see all the stuff that we missed. All right, and that, and then we can pull out that. And now this stuff here can stay for a little bit longer. What's this one doing? That can go too. All right, so that's all of our saphirite production, which is feeding into this. So now let's get rid of our stereotype production. All right, so now we have no copper and no iron coming in, which is, I mean, it's not good, but it's actually okay, because what we can now do is we can pull this stuff out without fear of backing up with a bunch of materials that we don't want. I should probably connect that power up though, or our solar power is going to be doing nothing. All right, let's rip out this bit here, and hopefully we don't regret doing this. That goes to there. We get rid of this stuff. And now we can reposition all of this down here. All right. Let's try and think about how we want to do this a little bit nicer. So we have a blast furnace. The blast furnace feeds the induction furnace. Let's make this, probably need to go a little bit higher. All right. Let's actually finish with the casting machines. All right. So the end result is casting machines feeding this. So let's do that. There's 3 casting machines. They need piping. That goes in. There we go. All right. and you guys are going to be making copper plate, and you're going to be outputting it here like this. We'll figure out how it's actually going to go into there in a minute, and you'll be doing something like that with power. All right, and now to feed these we need an induction furnace. Induction furnace outputting like that, and to feed that we need a blast furnace. All right, so blast furnace going like that, and you are making copper ingots, you are making molten copper, and you need some solid fuel. What's this? So here, this is a 50 stack of 12 megajoules. That's 60 megajoules. This goes to 200. That is actually 160 megajoules. We actually get better long-term kind of power from a stack of that versus charcoal, which is also 200, but it's only 4 megajoules. So wood pellets per stack provide the most energy, but that's well, this is 600. Sorry, this is 600 megajoules, whereas this is 200 times 8, which is 1,600. Yeah. And charcoal. I think charcoal is what we're going to go with because it's 800 megajoules. Okay. Let's stick with that. Let's stick with that. You can go there. We're going to need something there as well because we're going to need some inserters. Doing that, and then here we need copper ingots coming in. All right. So that's that. Next to this, we can put a iron production. All right, doing exactly the same thing, just with iron. All right, yep, iron and molten iron. What are our other options for this one? Magnesium and silicon. Nope, no thank you. We could use the silicon up though. Yeah. Well, let's not rock the boat. Okay. So this one we're going to go out to here, and it's going to have a little bit more space for expansion. We're going to be able to put in another one here as we need it, which will be nice. But for now, this is probably the go. All right, like that. We get that, and that. Let's get you guys going to here. We need some more carbon. Not carbon, charcoal. All right, there's a few charcoals. Pop that in there, and then okay. So these guys need the. These guys need something like that. One of these is stereotyte. There we go. And the other one is sapphirite. Why did I put them so far away? I don't know. Kind of trying to clean things up a little bit, aren't we? There, and 1, 2, 3. Yep, and there. All right, so then these guys will be putting out on that. We'll have a splitter. In fact, we should have a splitter quite early in the process that separates off the crushed sapphirite. No. Iron ore. Iron ore over here, and the other thing over here. All right, and it looks like we can do it to there, and have you guys and you guys. All right, that's a little bit wonky because of the power poles, but I'm okay with that. These guys are doing stereotyte and sapphirite. Now these guys are putting out at max speed 4 items a second, so we do need to have the double power poles there. They can do that. We also need power you up, and now here we just need to do some crushing. Where are my crushers? There they are. All right, so we'll have one here and one here. You're crushing saphirite, stereotype. You're crushing saphirite, and together you're outputting some stone. Stone. Filter inserters, perfect. You can go there. So you're filtering out crushed stone. Crushed stone. There we go. All right. This is good. This is good. And we forgot about an important thing here. Output priority right. Slag. All right. So you're outputting slag out of here. Yep. You guys can kind of disappear for now. There's some slag going out here, and there's some stone going out there. Okay. That's not going to work particularly well. It's not going to work particularly well. What's going on with this? This line we can rip out. So this was feeding the couple that we had here before, but now, okay, now let's get this out of the way to give us as much room to work with as possible. Look at these power poles, man. There's some craziness going on here. Yeah, well, we just killed power to the rest of it. Let's hook that up. There we go. All right. I don't think this is actually going to be the best way to do this, because what I want is okay. We've got 6 of these. What we want is 1, 2. Ooh, we've actually got a little bit of tiny little bit of earth, a little bit of water right there. Okay. Now, somehow I've got to fit a nice pattern with these guys. This is this is not the greatest. Not the greatest, or is it? What if I went 1, 2, 3? Okay, yeah. This is just going to have to back up for a minute. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. No, we won't. What is this one? This one is also important. Yeah, it is. Man, we've got a lot of not forgetting about stuff to do. All right. So that could have 6. That could have 6 things going up there. So we'll leave that space for now. We'll leave that space for now. All right, there we go. And these ones are doing 1, 2 like that. All right. Okay. So let's get you over to here like that. Nope, it's not going to work. Yeah, we'll do this for now. We'll do this for now. Oops, not there. We need to go there and there. All right, and then like this and like this, like this and like that. All right. There we go. There we go. There and there. All right, so you guys are all making saphirite, and you're going to put it into here, and we're going to send you there, and that's it. That's all you need. That's all we need. Okay. Let's get some power going up here. Something like that. All right. Things are nope. Things are looking good. All right, there's our first lot of this going in there, going in there, going in there. All right. Now over here we do a similar thing, but you guys, of course, are making stereotype. Well, we can actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. You go there. You go there, and you go there. Let's get you guys outputting onto that. Let's get you outputting onto that. And what's going on? Yeah. So then this crushed rock can go out here. All right. So crushed rock needs to get over to there. That's something we can do. All right. So you go over to there, and you go over to there. All right. For now that is working. And look at that. That's much neater over here. We need to get this box situation going. Well, to be honest, we don't need to get this box situation going. I need to get a better box situation going. And to do that, what I want to do is have... I want to get rid of all of this. All right. Yeah, that's not going to work right now. Let's put you back in there. So what we want to do is have a better arrangement for this, which is doing that. Doing that. Get rid of that yucky stuff. Doing that, and then having the old no, that's not going to work for what I want to do. What do I want to do? I am so unsure. 1, 2, like that. We want to have a box. Let's just go 1, and it's taking up a lot more space than I would have hoped. And then here, you'll go into there. All right. And now we can put in. Nope, I've stuffed it up. Oh gosh, that was horrendous, wasn't it? All right. We want to do that. We want to have the box there. We want you to come down like that. And then we'll go there, box there, and all right, that's looking better. A classic buffer. And we'll leave some space. We'll leave some space for other buffers. Let's get you offsetting to there. And yeah, I don't like that. Do we have room for a second one? Yeah, okay. So if you're, yep, that's better. So we've got you're only going on the inside, you're only going on the outside, and this one can do both. Yeah, that's great. All right. Now let's get some power down here. And now let's put a little bit of logic into here. Let's do that, and let's do that, and you know what? Let's also hook them up to there. So now we have the total amount of iron plate that we have available, and we want that. If I can find it, I think it was here, wasn't it? Iron plate, if that is greater than, let's just go with 1k, 10k, 1k. If that's greater than 1k in the boxes, then by all means, feel free to put some stuff away, and let's just put half of it in there and the rest of it in there. That's it. Oh, we've actually got we've got quite a bit. All right, half and the rest. There we go. All right, half and the rest. Okay, and that is that's that. Okay. We can now get rid of this. Get rid of whatever's left of that. And then we can do the same thing over here, and hopefully not in such a painful manner. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there we have it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that look right? That doesn't look right, does it? I think it is. I think it is. All right, there and there. And we've got room for other boxes. We only need one at this very moment. Whoop. There we have it. Another sneeze. Averted. All right. Likewise, can we... I don't know if we can just copy this over to here. And get the red wiring. What happened? What happened to our red wiring? We got it into the boxes. We didn't get it on the... Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. So now we have this, but it didn't copy over. Didn't copy over. That goes to there. There we go. All right. And we change this to copper plate. This to copper plate. And you can have copper plate. You can have copper plate. And why don't we have any power? We have power. There we go. All right. The rest of this copper plate. Half in there. And the rest over there. So now we have 7,000 copper plate. How did that happen? Wow. Are we double? We're not double reading. 3.5 and 3.5. I'm not sure we not sure how we had that much. But anyway, let's do the same thing we did over here. Offset U and offset U. There we go. That'll allow us to fill this with the ones that are working. And yeah, that's 36 minutes. So we've got this operational. This area here is still operational. And we've got these guys. Looks like they're using a good amount of mineral sludge. We've got this guy here. Yeah, we have backed up on mineral sludge, so we can put in some more crystallizers, which is kind of why I'm making the space here, so that we can make more crystallizers, and then we can put these liquefiers in a more usable line once we get these filtration units in a more usable line. You know, that's the goal here, is to make all of these a little more ordered, and we're going to do that next episode, because that is the end of this episode. And my goodness, the research is up to Full Spectrum Atomics Lab. We've got one more after that, so that's 45 green science and another 90 green science to get us in. Our tin is just, yeah, it's very slowly kicking along. We now have 1.6k. As you can see, we've only made like 100 in here. So that's, yeah, it's just kicking along very slowly. But our iron is looking great. We got 7k iron and 7.6k of copper. And yeah, next episode we'll do the same over here. We'll figure out a little bit of a nicer arrangement for that. We've got a bit of expansion over here for the copper. We can put in another row of this for copper. We can put in another row of iron here. We'll just leave the one of tin, definitely the one of lead. We might move this across a bit so that we've got room for silicon to go in here. So we want tin and silicon, and then lead and nickel. At some point, there's going to be some crossover between the two. As we saw when I looked at the recipes, there was a couple that used multiple different ingots. Bronze and brass are the first ones we're going to get in that regard. So we should maybe be a bit mindful of that. Maybe. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But most importantly, and as always, a massive thank you to all my patrons. Your continued support, it does mean a huge amount, and I am, yeah, especially in the current climate, I'm just super thankful for the support you're giving to the channel. And everyone out there, that's you. I will see you tomorrow.